Hi, so for those of you that chose the purple crystal, you have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So this is about your destiny. This is about changes, about unpredictability. You may have been going through something that um, you didn't see coming or something you didn't know about, okay? You need to try to release control and accept the inevitable, okay? Because if you don't, that can harm you, okay? Detach your happiness from external events and connect with connect with yourself for your happiness, okay? This will let you see the path to lead you back to your normal flow, okay? Um, Identify repeating patterns. If you find yourself doing something again and again and again, identify that, okay? So that you don't have to live the same story, all right? Try to identify what makes you feel grounded, regardless of where life takes you. Okay. Um, this could also indicate luck. It could indicate money coming your way. It's just really about the inevitable. Like life is full of ups and downs. Life has hard times. Life has still times. Life has sad times. It's like sometimes it can make you feel like you don't have any control because really we don't. So we are often at the mercy of cycles that we cannot understand, and we don't know what's going to happen. So, this really bothers us. So, ask yourself, what forces do you feel um, you're at the mercy of, really? And this will allow you to accept change. Appreciate the good times and know that the bad times will pass. Okay, this is really what the Wheel of Fortune represents. All right, now you have the moon here. This is Pisces energy. There could be a relationship you're in. There could be hidden truths. There could be something that needs to be talked about that's not really been addressed. It's about, it's a very secretive energy, okay? It's very unknown. Like, it's hard to really look at every angle because so many things are not in the light. Okay, so be careful and be mindful of that as well because it's about illusions, it's about imagination, dreaming. Pisces love to dream, okay? Um, it's also about some habits, whether they're good or bad habits, okay? Um, and when I spoke about the secrets or something being hidden, you could also be lying to yourself. There could be things that that you're not addressing inside of yourself that you need to. Um, as the fool gazes at the moon's reflection on the surface of a lake, the line between the reflection and what is real becomes blurred. Our instincts and feelings affect the way we perceive the world. What we see around us mirrors our internal landscape. The moon represents this world of the internal, this mirror world of the internal, where our imagination thrives and our fantasies linger. So, that the action that you need to take is, um, exercise and observe your fantasies. Okay, take some time to dream and consider, what types of storylines or narratives show up in your imagings, like when you're imagining things. Okay, take the time to do that. Um, Perhaps you put yourself in the role of a damsel in distress, or, maybe you're the problem solver, or, examine your desires and your motivations, okay? Examine your moods throughout the day. Like, pay attention to your inner self, pay attention to your inner compass, okay? It's all about power, instincts, emotions, okay? It can lead us to our best selves, or it can lead us to our dark selves, okay? So make sure that you remember your emotions. You remember when you're dealing with intense feelings. Try to pause and try to remember when you felt like that before, okay? Find things with similarities and separate behavior from perception. And really, this is how you'll get past this hard time, this hidden things that you just need clarity. You're so unsure, right? So the next card we have the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. This is all about isolating yourself. Not really, it doesn't always have to be a bad isolation, but it could be you're really trying to be alone. You're trying to find yourself, trying to find your way, and really, you may have been feeling lost, okay? And if you're not lost, it's really about just wondering who you are and wondering what you truly want out of life, okay? It's about solitude. This introspection. But you could be, on the flip side, loneliness. You could be feeling disconnected. So make sure that you reconnect with the world, okay? Whether it's just taking a walk or calling an old friend, make sure that you're reconnecting. And, seek advice from someone else if you're thinking about something so that you can have another perspective about it, okay? Um, and also, if you've been feeling the loneliness and feeling lost, disconnected, or feeling isolated, confront the discomfort, okay? Challenge yourself to sit with it for a while and let it sink in. That way, you can start to poke and prod it and understand where it comes from and how to banish it, okay? It's about, clearing your mind. Um, Whether you need to delete social media or, just put your phone up for a day and take a break and walk through your yard, just do something that will really cause a reflection about yourself. And that's really what you need to do at this time, okay? The next card you have, I choose to learn through love. Okay, so this is you're learning things about yourself through people, through your relationships, through your love with yourself. Okay, that's what this is telling you. Okay, so there's a heart to heart conversation that is needed with someone that you love dearly. Like it really has to be deep. You have to go within and figure out what you guys are going through. And if it's not with someone else, the hermit could suggest it's with yourself. You may be battling so much internally. So make sure you're focusing on those aspects of yourself, okay? The next one we have last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. And I want you to take a look at this picture for a minute and sit with it, okay? So, try to calm your race. If you're having racing thoughts, try to calm them down, okay? You may be getting stuck in repetitive thought patterns, that's not good. You need to find a balance. Letting the negativity change into something more positive. Like, what can you do to change those negative thoughts into something better so that you can start shifting that? And that's when it actually becomes better, okay? Because you have to think the law of attraction, okay? That's at play here when we have when we use our thoughts, okay? Their energy. So, this card suggests that you or someone close to you is fretting. As you already know, this won't help you move closer to your goals, as it means you're directing thoughts and energy into what you don't want rather than what you do want, okay? Deliberately manifesting a goal comes from a happy place where you feel good. So focus on making a list of your concerns and then talk to them through to your clear mind. This is far more likely to bring good results. So again, you may be, one of your friends may be fretting, worrying that things are not going fast enough, things aren't going their way, da 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 da. They're just letting their mind just run and run and run, and this is actually going to do the opposite. So you have to make sure you get them on the right page, and if this is you, try to get yourself on the right page. Okay? So, say this affirmation, okay? Loving others flows naturally when I love and accept myself. Okay? So again, loving others flows naturally when I learn to love and accept myself. So really, that is your challenge. Okay, so your overall energy for your reading is the Five of Wands. This could be some conflicts, competitions, unhealthy competitions, really not seeing eye to eye. Make sure you're listening to your partner or whoever you're dealing with, your coworkers, whoever this applies to. Okay, remember, apply things where they fit in your story, and if they don't fit, don't try to make them fit. Okay, that means the message isn't for you. So yes, the Five of Wands is just telling you to really listen to the other person and when they speak, and just make sure that you're not trying to just always be right, because this is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, and as a fire sign, I'm a Leo, we always want to be right, we always want to get the last word. So this is just really telling you that try not to do that, okay, and see how things change. The next card, this is for what you don't see coming. Okay, we're starting on that. So what you don't see coming, the Knight of Swords here. This is determination, okay? Very restless, like you're working really hard, so hard that there's almost no time for anything else, okay? You're focused, you're swift, rebellious. You know what you want, okay? But on the flip side, you could be very aggressive. You could be, out of control or arrogant, a little bit rash, a little cold when you talk to people. So be careful about that. Okay? Cultivate patience. Think of the mistakes that you've made in the past, because if you were, like I said, if you were out of control, if you were being arrogant, think of what could have been fixed if you were more, um, more in control, more patient. Like, just think of that and think of how things could have been different. The journey toward the goal matters as much as the result. So learn to appreciate all the steps along the way and keep an open mind, okay? The Knight's beliefs are in danger of becoming rigid and fanatical. Focus can turn into dogma and ideology if not careful. So be open to opinions and constructive criticism from others, okay? Always remain teachable. That is very important. Always remain teachable, okay? Because you don't always have all the answers, and this is something that a lot of people may struggle with, especially if you're a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising. Your next card is the Queen of Wands. Okay, yeah. The next one is the Queen of Wands, but I wanted to take it back a little bit. The Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? So, this is about intellect. This is about logic. It's about, your mentality, like how you have to try to be patient, try to perceive things in a different view. Really try to always remain teachable, as said, because as air signs, if you're a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is you guys. It's about communication. It's about your thoughts. Okay, that's what Sword Suit is about. That is what air signs are about. Okay, so like I said, with the Queen of Wands here, this is about being cheerful, extroverted, warm, fun, okay, sensual, passionate. The Queen of Wands is Leo energy, okay, fire sign energy again. Be careful about being fickle, about being spiteful. Sometimes could be a little bit of jealousy or a little bit of trying to be the alpha all the time, thinking that, you want things, they're going to be yours, they're yours, okay, and they're only yours. That is the energy of the Queen of Wands sometimes, okay? So it's, nurture your inner child, okay? If there's been a storm of drama around you recently, analyze whether you play into harmful dynamics, okay? So try to not play into that foolishness because, you're bigger than that. Leos are all about pride. We're way bigger than that, okay? We don't have to be right all the time. We don't have to worry so much about our person. If you are struggling with your person and you're feeling insecure, try to be more patient and more understanding, okay? When we're missing our self-worth, we unintentionally create issues with others. And this is where that jealousy comes from. It's not that your person wants other people, but it's that you, for some reason, can't see your inner beauty for yourself. And you also need to work on this. You don't see the good in yourself, okay? So reflect that. And also recognize your outbursts. Sometimes we can hurt others when we're feeling in pain ourselves. So consider your words and their effect on others, okay? Explore your shadow self. As the Queen of Wands is very light, very fun, she also has a shadow self. So explore that. Explore that side of you that you don't show, okay? Connect. Also, connect with others. Your light and warm heart will brighten the world, okay? So share your ideas, okay?